Welcome to day 4, and we've got a lot of progress done. Moved a lot of dirt in 3 days, and I'll show you that in just a second. Let's check in with Mr. Dale, see what he's found for us this morning. How's this morning going, Dale?
Good. I got 3 more Spencer carbine bullets and a 44.
That's a 44.
Yeah, 44
Yeah.
pistol ball, and then
Found
6 cents.
You found 6 cents. So.
I'm 6 cents richer this morning.
Well, what's your tell us about that little item you found yesterday? You got that with you?
Yeah, I do. I got it up
tool?
there in the truck. It's a gun tool. It's real unusual to find something like that, I think. But if they were in here like I think, I'm trying to figure that maybe they might have been opening some ammunition boxes.
Yeah.
With those big square nails I found.
Yeah.
They were opening some kind of boxes and left behind their square nails for sure. But you know, you can't never tell. It might have been just a bunch of cavalrymen laying around in here waiting to go somewhere else, you know, off their horses.
And you found what? How many bullets now so far?
It's a little over 20, I think. I'm not sure exactly.
So you found 20, so that means there's probably hundreds.
Still left
thousands, maybe 1,000 in the ground here.
Don't know.
So we'll look at that gun tool there in just a minute. That was really neat when he showed me that, when he found it. We didn't actually film digging it up, but he showed me where it was and we found it. So now let's look at this. Yesterday I filmed a little bit of building this ramp down to this building here. The steps were coming off to the left side. It's real awkward to come off there. So we've cut those banisters off and the steps off of that house, or that little schoolroom there, and built this up so it's a better ramp into the building there, and transition this dirt down to this other little building. And then I got all this dug out all the way around to where the machines are and all the way down this wall. Today is determining locations of footings. We got a load of rock here. We're going to dig out the footings and start putting rock in, make a bed for the retaining wall blocks, and got somebody going to pick up some blocks this morning, and we'll start setting those blocks today, I believe, and making a decision on how many blocks and how much of this wall is actually going to get built at this time. There's a lot of wall here to build, so let's see what happens. All right, Dale said I saw him putting his metal detector in the truck and his shovel, so I guess that means he's done for the day. But look, take a little tally here of what he's found so far. And I think he got his shot right there. So these over here that are standing up is what he found today. And all those ones in the case is what he's found over the last 2 days. And then this is that gun tool that we talked about. They used it to tell us what that thing was again.
It has a screwdriver, 2 different size screwdriver on the bottom of it. It'll open up like an X. Okay. And then it's got a hex, like a wrench on it. Yeah. And that would help them get their nipple on their rifle off, get it cleaned, or put on a new nipple or something like that, you know. All right.
Well, there's a 2.5 day take right there. Got the first load of blocks just come in, and we're gonna start unloading those. These are a little bit lighter than the last blocks that I used. This is a different company and a different style block. But I like these. I like that hollow area in the middle. Backfill that with rock. You can also put this cavity right here. You can put your drainage pipes underneath there. Actually, if you wanted to. This installation, we're gonna put the drainage pipes behind, but you have that there. So I like these blocks. We'll unload a few of these and get some measurements and get started digging footers. Got a few blocks sitting here ready to go, and got the laser set up to start digging my subgrade. And what we figured out is that this line right here, I'll just draw it with my finger, you can't see it on the ground, but that line right through there is going to be the face of our front block. So there'll be a front block with a seat on it, and then the other block will go here, and then there'll be a seat up on top of that block. And I wish I'd have paid more attention in school with math, but there is my there's my diagram, not to scale. We'll see if it works, but all that math that I did, I'm planning for that top seat to hit right here. Well, actually, we're going to do an offset of 18 inches. So that top seat should set somewhere right in here, and then we'll be backfilled from the back of that seat from here over to that pavement, that cutout. That'll be backfilled with 57, so water can come down in here, hit the drain pipes, get in those drain pipes, and go out and around the building. So that's the plan. Let's get digging these footers. I know that beeping sound's getting on y'all's nerves, so I'm going to take you off of this standard play and put you on time lapse for this. Footer dug out now, and if you've been a viewer of the channel for any length of time, you know that I use Trimble Earthworks to do my grade work. And Trimble Earthworks is basically, if you're not familiar with it, Trimble Earthworks is a grade control system that tells me where to dig. So this tells me my elevation and how far. If you see the red, tells me I'm that high, so I dig down to the green. And you heard in the first part of the video, actually you heard in the first part of digging these footers, that beeping sound. That's what I listen to tell me if I'm on grade. And you notice that when I dug that whole footer, I didn't have to get out of the machine one time to take a grade rod and check my grade. That's why I love Trimble Earthworks. It just makes the work so much easier. When you're a one-man show like I am, time is money. Okay, I got the footer in, and we've got gravel in the ditch now. On grade, 4 inches of rock, on grade down to about right here where that little stone is. And now we're going to go ahead and set some blocks. We'll put a half block first, right up here in this side, and I got a string run down there to keep it straight. So we're going to set a few blocks, get in here and see what it looks like. the end of day 4, we got the wall started at the church right here, and at the first row in down to here. I think there's 3, 6, 7 blocks, and then we did go ahead and mocked up what that bench seat's going to look like. So this cat block here, there'll be a row of seats all the way down to the end, and in fact there'll be a row of seats all the way around down in there, and then a second row of seats above that coming all the way back around this way. So there'll be another block go in right here up this way and go across, and then that seat will set on that, and then all that'll be backfilled with, there'll be an irrigation or a drainage pipe back there, and then there will be 57s put in there for drainage. See you Monday. Time for a little bit of an update. We had a yesterday, worked half a day yesterday. It came a monsoon, a lot of water. A little bit of water still standing, but it got muddy and sloppy yesterday. But where we are now, we've got that first course in. I got my half block out because we got to get that drainage around that side, and so I've got this wall down to that corner, and then all the way down to that corner. So where we are today is I've got to start working on the drainage behind the wall. So the plan is to I've got to get this dirt filled in on me for those 2 heavy rainstorms we had. So I got to get this dirt pulled back, get a rock bed there, and then I've got some geotextile fabric over here on the other side of the building. Put that geotextile fabric in, starting at the base of the wall and come up the dirt bank here, and then we've got some corrugated drain pipe over here. The corrugated drain pipe will go in that back corner. It'll come down through here and we'll turn and come out there, and we're going to put it off down outside of this area here for to drain water out. So that's kind of where we are in a nutshell. Didn't record much the last 2 days. We set this course of rock in here, block. It was just slow and tedious, and digging those footings and getting that rock leveled out. But I want to bring you up to speed where we are now, and we'll get started today. I'm not real sure how this is going to work. My plan is I've got the bucket turned around backwards, and the plan is to go down here behind this wall and scoop that out. If this works, it's going to sure beat a lot of handwork, so let's try it. That's working great. We'll back y'all up a little bit, do a little time lapse here, and see if we can get some of this done.
You actually got somebody knows what.
Oh, now he lost it. Snake went in the ditch. I need your Traco to get that back out. Got this geotextile fabric in now, and basically what I've done is created an envelope turned up on the side of this block right here, And then those 2 pipes run the full length down there. The reason I use 2 4-inch pipes is because there's a lot of water comes off this pavement here and off this hill. So that's the thought behind using 2 4-inch pipes. And it makes this corner right here and then goes out this way. So that'll be trenched out and probably hard pipe that the rest of the way out. So now then, start backfilling this with some rock and get ready to put our second layer of rock block. All right, that first block is in and we've got that backfill now all the way down to here, and we've got the first row started, or second row started of the second row. We've got this part leveled right now. We're going to put that first cap on there to see what that seat looks going to look like. And there's the hardest working man of the whole show right there. We're going to ease it down now. Don't let it slide down that back block and scratch it. All right, there's Ben and Bryce. First ones to try out the seats. What do you think? All the girls are watching. What do you think? I'm not sure what we got here. He got a man down. The way I like it. I make a mistake and rip that corner block out, and I got the labor union here fixing it. What do you think, Jimmy?
Labor union's about to pass out.
We just had a monsoon flood this morning as I pulled in at 7:30, and the storm followed me. So this has got water coming from this field area. And we knew that water was going to come across this parking lot, but what I want to see is if the drainage is working behind this rock. Man, there's a lot of water coming in through here. So, looks like a ton of the water is coming down this curb right here and hitting the back side of our 57s. But that 57 is really handling that water going down. We got no water going off the edge of the retaining wall. And there's a bunch of water coming down this corner right here. Plus we're getting gutter water from there and gutter water from up here. But that 57 is handling that water well. And there's a lot of water coming across through there. Let's see what's happening when it comes out. We got water coming out of our corrugated pipe. Oh yeah, the drainage behind the wall is working really well. All that water's coming out of those two corrugated pipes behind this wall. That is working exactly like we want it to. So once we get finished with the wall, what we're going to do is take this water and go down this edge right here and around the edge of that pavement and off down the hill. So that'll get rid of all that water behind the retaining wall. We're running almost 2 full 4-inch pipes coming from behind there. And that was a really heavy rain we just had. Let's go over here and look on the other side what this retaining wall looks like over there. And all this water is this pond really. My machines are sitting about 3 inches deep in the water right now. And that's encouraging. We got a positive water flow behind this wall going all the way down to the end, so that's that tells me we got a good slope on it going down. Needless to say, there won't be any work done today. That is an absolute mess. Got a lot of water in here in a short amount of time.